state's position?
No, Your Honor, we will defer to pretrial.
You telling me Faison, the actor, said on TMZ that I did what?
That a gun was pulled. These the allegations.
He's a bald-faced rat?
These the allegations.
You said that he went and told you street business?
The courtroom atmosphere around Katt Williams has been nothing short of electrifying. But just when people thought things couldn't get any wilder, a brand new leaked video dropped, and it has everyone talking. Fans, critics, even industry insiders are calling this leak the moment that changes everything. The video, grainy but clear enough to recognize faces, allegedly came straight from inside the trial proceedings. Nobody knows how it surfaced, but one thing is certain: this footage has already gone viral across Twitter, TikTok, and YouTube. Hashtags like #FreeKatt and #KattTrialLeak began trending within hours. For years, Katt Williams has claimed that powerful forces in Hollywood were trying to silence him. Now, this so-called exclusive video has reignited those claims and raised bigger questions. Is Katt Williams a victim of a setup, or is this leaked clip just another distraction from the real story? To really understand the weight of this leaked video, we have to rewind to the beginning of Katt's legal troubles. The trial itself has been a circus from day one. Katt, known for his fiery stand-up routines and no-filter commentary, has never been one to play by Hollywood's rules. He's openly criticized major studios, called out fellow celebrities, and exposed shady dealings in the entertainment industry. That outspokenness has earned him both die-hard supporters and powerful enemies. And when he landed in court facing serious accusations, it felt to many like the very system he spoke out against was finally coming for him. This isn't Katt's first time dealing with legal chaos. Over the years, he's had multiple run-ins with the law, from assault allegations to bizarre incidents that left fans both worried and entertained. But this trial, this is different. The stakes are higher. The accusations are heavier. And now, with leaked evidence spreading across the internet, the entire case feels like it's spiraling into uncharted territory. The video itself is what has people shook. Unlike the official court footage, which is usually tightly controlled, this clip looks like it was filmed from a hidden angle. It shows Katt in the middle of a heated exchange, not just with prosecutors, but seemingly with someone standing off camera. Social media detectives claim the voice in the background belongs to a high-profile industry figure, though nothing has been confirmed. That mystery has fueled endless speculation. Inside the courtroom, reactions were instant. The defense immediately argued that the video proved Katt was being unfairly targeted, suggesting the unseen figure in the clip hinted at a bigger conspiracy. Prosecutors, on the other hand, dismissed the video as doctored and irrelevant, insisting it was just another stunt to sway public opinion. But the damage was already done. Jurors were seen exchanging looks. Reporters rushed out to file breaking stories. And even the judge looked visibly shaken when the footage was mentioned. Outside the courthouse, things were just as chaotic. Supporters of Katt Williams gathered in protest, waving signs that read "Free Katt, expose the truth." Meanwhile, critics argued that the leak was nothing more than smoke and mirrors. Tensions boiled over, with heated arguments breaking out between the two sides. News helicopters hovered above, capturing the madness as police tried to control the crowds. For fans of Katt Williams, the leaked video feels like confirmation of everything he has said for years. In interviews and stand-up specials, Katt has repeatedly hinted that Hollywood is run by a powerful inner circle people who pull strings behind the scenes and punish anyone who dares to speak out. The leaked clip, with its mysterious background voice, has been taken as proof that these hidden figures are real. They've been trying to silence Katt for years. One viral tweet declared, and now we have the receipts. But not everyone is convinced. Skeptics point out that the video appeared out of nowhere, uploaded anonymously and could easily have been edited. Some argue that Katt himself or his team may have leaked it on purpose to stir up public sympathy. This isn't evidence. One critic said on a podcast, "This is theater," and Katt Williams has always been a master of drama. Still, the impact can't be denied. The courtroom is now under even more scrutiny. The jury is more unsettled than ever, and the media coverage has exploded. Networks from CNN to TMZ have made the leak their top story, while YouTube commentary channels are dropping reaction videos by the hour. For better or worse, the trial is no longer just about what happened that night, it's about whether the system is hiding something bigger. Katt himself has remained mostly silent, but eyewitnesses say his expression during court spoke volumes. Dressed sharply in a tailored suit, he leaned back in his chair, calm but unflinching, as the chaos unfolded around him. To some, it was the look of a man who knows he's about to be vindicated. To others, it was the grin of a showman who knows how to keep the spotlight exactly where he wants it. Whatever the case may be, one thing is certain. This leaked video has completely changed the trajectory of Katt Williams' trial. The question now is, will it save him or bury him deeper than ever before? While the leaked video has thrown Katt Williams' current trial into the spotlight, this is far from the first time the comedian has found himself at the center of legal and public drama. In fact, to understand why the internet is blowing up over this clip, we need to look back at the long and complicated history of Katt Williams versus, well, almost everyone. Katt's career has always been a balancing act between brilliance and chaos. On stage, he's a master storyteller, weaving comedy with biting social commentary. Off stage, though, headlines have followed him for years, and not always for the best reasons. From bizarre arrests to physical altercations, Katt has been in and out of courtrooms so often that some fans joke he should have his own legal sitcom. But beneath the memes and tabloid headlines lies a deeper narrative. Katt has always claimed that he's being targeted for telling truths Hollywood doesn't want exposed. Back in the mid-2000s, Katt was at the height of his fame, starring in blockbuster films like Friday After Next, and selling out arenas with his stand-up specials. But success came with a price. In 2006, he was arrested at LAX after a gun was allegedly found in his briefcase. He later claimed he had no idea how it got there. Fast forward a few years, and similar incidents seemed to follow him like shadows, fights with fans, run-ins with neighbors, altercations with security guards. Each time, the media painted him as unstable, while Katt insisted he was being set up. The pattern became hard to ignore. In 2016, he was arrested multiple times in a single year. One incident involving a fight with a teenager at a soccer game went viral, generating endless memes but also real legal trouble. You really think a millionaire comedian is gonna throw hands with a kid in a field? Katt said in a later interview, "You think that just happens by accident? No, sir, that's a setup." Whether or not you believe him, these repeated clashes built the foundation of his argument. Powerful forces were trying to tarnish his image and bury his career. And now, with the leaked trial footage trending everywhere, those old claims are being revisited. Fans are stitching together timelines of Katt's controversies, suggesting a larger conspiracy has always been at play. They've been after him since 2006. One Twitter thread with over 50,000 likes argued, and this video proves it. Conspiracy theories aside, the truth is that Katt's public image has always been a tug-of-war between chaos and control. What makes this current trial so different, though, is the weight of the accusations. Unlike past scuffles or bizarre headlines, the charges here carry potential for serious prison time. That's why the leaked video matters so much. If the clip does in fact reveal interference from outside forces, it could turn the trial upside down not just for Katt, but for the entire justice system involved. The ripple effects are already massive. Industry insiders have reportedly grown nervous about what else might leak. Rumors swirl that there are more clips waiting to be released, clips that could name big players in Hollywood, people who have managed to stay in the shadows until now. This isn't just about Katt anymore, one anonymous entertainment lawyer told a blog. If these leaks continue, we could see careers destroyed, deals cancelled, and lawsuits flying. Meanwhile, comedians across the country are speaking out in support of Katt. Dave Chappelle, who himself has had complicated dealings with Hollywood, reportedly told friends that Katt's situation felt all too familiar. Others, like Kevin Hart, who has had public tension with Katt in the past, have stayed silent, fueling speculation about whether rivalries play a role in all this. The comedy community is divided, with some calling Katt a hero for standing up to the industry, while others quietly distance themselves, afraid of being dragged into the chaos. And then there's the public. For fans, Katt Williams has always been more than a comedian. He's been a truth teller, a voice that cuts through the noise with raw honesty. His comedy often touches on race, class, corruption, and power themes that resonate deeply with audiences who feel the system is rigged. That's why the leaked video hit so hard. It wasn't just courtroom drama. It was a potential confirmation that Katt had been right all along. Still, the skeptics haven't gone away. Legal experts on talk shows and YouTube analysis channels are warning people not to get carried away. Leaks like this rarely tell the whole story, one legal analyst said on CNN. Courts deal with facts, not internet theories. Unless the video is authenticated and admitted into evidence, it's just noise. But in the age of viral content, noise can be louder than facts. And right now, the noise around Katt Williams is deafening. The bigger picture here is about control of narrative, control of image, and control of truth. For years, Hollywood has been accused of burying uncomfortable stories while amplifying scandals that keep people distracted. Katt Williams has positioned himself as someone fighting against that machine, even if it costs him his reputation. The leaked video, whether real or staged, plays directly into that narrative. It paints him as the underdog, the rebel fighting against an unfair system. And in America, audiences love an underdog story. But as powerful as public opinion can be, it won't decide the verdict. That power rests with the jury, who now find themselves under more scrutiny than ever. Their decision won't just impact Katt Williams' future, it could also determine whether leaked footage becomes a legitimate weapon in high-profile trials moving forward. For now, one thing is certain: the Katt Williams trial has crossed a line from courtroom battle into cultural phenomenon. What started as another celebrity legal drama has become a referendum on truth, power, and who controls the story. And with rumors of more leaks to come, the chaos may only be getting started. To truly understand why this leaked trial footage has hit the culture so hard, we have to zoom out and look at the bigger story of Katt Williams' life. Because Katt isn't just another comedian facing legal problems. He's a man whose entire career has been defined by a tug-of-war between greatness and controversy, loyalty and betrayal, freedom and control. Born Micah Sierra Williams in Cincinnati, Ohio, Katt grew up in a world that demanded toughness and creativity in equal measure. From a young age, he showed a gift for words, humor, and observation. By his teenage years, he had already left home, traveling the country, hustling in different cities, and performing in comedy clubs. That independence at such a young age forged the raw, unapologetic style fans now recognize instantly. His breakthrough came in the early 2000s with appearances on BT Comic View and later, his unforgettable role as Money Mike in Friday After Next 2002. From that moment, Katt's career took off like a rocket. His stand-up specials Pimp Chronicles PT 1 2006, It's Pimpin' 2008, and many more cemented him as one of the sharpest voices in comedy. He wasn't just telling jokes, he was delivering cultural critiques wrapped in hilarious storytelling. His stage presence, flashy suits, and quotable lines made him a legend in the making. But the very qualities that made Katt so powerful as a comedian, his refusal to filter himself, his willingness to call out corruption, his obsession with truth, also made him a target. While his peers were climbing Hollywood's ladder, taking family-friendly roles and keeping quiet about industry secrets, Katt doubled down on being the rebel. He openly talked about shady executives, fake friendships, and systemic exploitation in the entertainment world. And that's where the trouble seemed to multiply. Between 2006 and the mid-2010s, Katt was arrested more than a dozen times. The charges ranged from weapons possession to assault, theft, and even child endangerment. Many of the cases were dropped and others ended in minor sentences, but the headlines were enough to shape a narrative. Katt Williams was out of control. Yet every time he stepped on stage, the chaos melted away. His comedy was razor-sharp, his delivery electric, and his insights uncomfortably real. Fans didn't see a criminal, they saw a man battling forces bigger than himself. To them, the arrests and scandals weren't proof of guilt, they were proof that Katt was too honest for an industry built on lies. That's why this current trial feels like such a pivotal moment. The leaked footage hasn't just become a viral trend, it's become a symbol of Katt's entire journey. Once again, he's standing in a courtroom, fighting accusations that could derail his career. And once again, the public is split, some convinced he's spiraling, others convinced he's being targeted for speaking truth. The stakes, however, are higher than ever. Katt is no longer the rising star of the 2000s. He's a veteran, a household name, and a cultural figure with decades of influence. If the verdict goes against him, it could mark the end of his career as we know it. Hollywood has little patience for repeat offenders, and networks, studios, and streaming platforms may hesitate to work with him again. On the flip side, if he beats the charges, especially in the wake of a leaked video suggesting foul play, Katt could come out stronger than ever. His narrative as the rebel truth teller would be more powerful than any comedy special. Fans would rally behind him, and he could potentially redefine his career on his own terms, free from Hollywood's influence. In fact, some insiders believe that if Katt survives this trial, he could pivot into full-on independence, self-produced specials, direct-to-audience platforms, and partnerships outside the traditional industry system. In other words, victory in court could transform him from embattled comedian to revolutionary figure. But there's another angle here too, the human side. Beyond the memes, the headlines, and the debates, Katt Williams is a father, a man in his early 50s who has endured decades of chaos in the public eye. The toll of constant legal drama, financial battles, and public scrutiny can't be underestimated. Those close to him worry that even if he wins this case, the emotional and psychological scars may run deep. Still, if there's one thing Katt Williams has proven, it's resilience. He's been knocked down more times than most entertainers could survive, and yet he keeps coming back, sharper and funnier than ever. His fans don't just love his jokes, they love his fight. They see themselves in his struggles, his refusal to be silenced, and his determination to keep telling the truth no matter the cost. And maybe that's why this leaked video hit so hard. Because at the end of the day, it's not just about a trial. It's about the bigger story, a man versus a system, truth versus narrative, freedom versus control. Whether you think Katt is guilty or innocent, it's impossible to deny that his journey reflects something larger about the entertainment industry and the world we live in. So, as the jury deliberates and more leaks threaten to shake things up, one question hangs over everything. Is this the final chapter of Katt Williams' career, or just the beginning of his greatest comeback yet? Either way, one thing is clear: the story of Katt Williams is far from over.